Hello y'all, welcome to this new Flip the Classroom about the respiratory system. We are today in room A02 because there's a lot of light here, so I hope you can see me well. Okay, first I'd like to show you this website, and this website is called tehexsmart.edu.glarster.com. Well, a mouthful. I'll put it in the description, of course. This website contains a lot of cool animations and videos, and also has some tests in it. So you can really have benefit from this one by learning about respiration and the respiratory system. So now to the first topic. The first topic of this is gas exchange. And gas exchange is explained very well in this little video. So let's have a watch.
Today's video will be talking about the process of gas exchange in the alveoli of the lungs. Now, I've included two pictures here, and this is a very simplified image showing you how the process of gas exchange will occur. Now, you know that this is going to be the airspace, also this will be an airspace too, in the alveolar sac, and when we inhale air, it's going to fill with
This is a schematic drawing,
air, which
this
is
one
of high
is a
oxygen
microscopical
content.
drawing.
Now, when we have this high oxygen content, the high concentration of, because the air contains a high concentration of oxygen and the blood in the capillary contains a low oxygen content, what's going to happen is the oxygen is going to move from a high concentration gradient in this region here to a low concentration here. Now this is the process of diffusion, and this is a passive process. There is a very short diffusion pathway because it's around about two layers thick. This
is an important thing. Such an alveoli is a really small structure, and this lining here, you can see it over here, is only 1 or 2 cell layers thick. So that means it's very easy for the oxygen and the carbon dioxide to exchange. Okay, so the oxygen is going into the bloodstream and the carbon dioxide gets out of it. And so it only has to pass 1, 2 layers of cells. And this works by means of diffusion. I'm going to explain you later in the movie.
So it's going to move very fast, and like I said before, it's a very passive process. And on the other hand, we have a high concentration gradient of carbon dioxide in the blood capillaries. Now it can be dissolved in the plasma. In some cases it can be bound to a form of hemoglobin as well. So what's going to happen is the carbon dioxide will then diffuse into this region here, into this alveolar space, and the carbon dioxide will be forced out of the lungs during expiration. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you found this video useful.
Thank you, it was very useful. Okay, so gas exchange by means of diffusion. What does that mean? So this is something about diffusion. Oh, did you know actually the human body has 206 bones? 206? Yeah, great, huh? Okay, so diffusion. Diffusion is the equal spread of concentrations of molecules across the area. Okay, this is very difficult, I know. So we're gonna look at a glass of water with lukewarm water, and some food coloring is dropped in, and you'll see that the food coloring will spread out in a few minutes. So it's dropped in, and now the concentration of coloring here is very high, so the molecules and atoms inside that food coloring are going to spread out to fill the whole room. So the concentration of color is everywhere exactly the same. And this process also happens in your lungs. So because the blood that arrives in the alveoli is low on oxygen and high on carbon dioxide, then the carbon dioxide flows out into the alveoli, and the oxygen flows into the capillaries which surround the alveoli. Okay, So you see it's going to level itself out. Speeding it up a bit. Here we go again. And since it's because atoms move, it's going faster when you put it into a hot liquid. A hot liquid has atoms that move already faster, so there's more potential energy. So if you put a food coloring or something else that has to diffuse into a hot solution, it will go a lot faster. We can see that in this part of the movie. See, it doesn't reach the bottom at all. It starts diffusing immediately. So that's why it's better to have hot tea than cold tea, because the atoms which are in the tea bag, they want to diffuse into hot water. It's far more easy for them than in cold water. So we speed it up a bit. And here you see there is a plug of food coloring on the bottom in the cold glass and the hot glass. It all diffused. So now it's going on. If you would like to, you can have a look at it, and he explains some more about it. Okay, so that's diffusion. Let's go to respiration, because gas exchange is there to provide respiration. Here's the oxygen you're taking up out of your lungs, and it goes to a muscle, and inside a muscle there's a storage of glucose. Glucose and oxygen together, they react and they form carbon dioxide. They also form water and energy in the form of ATP, which stands for adenosine triphosphate. Well, it's the carrier molecule for energy in your body. So the carbon dioxide and the water are waste, so you have to get rid of them. It's taken up into bloodstream again and then brought back to the lungs, where you breathe it out in the form of water vapor and carbon dioxide. So oxygen is needed for respiration. Right. This is the composition of air. And so the air around you is not only oxygen. Only 21% of it is oxygen. This 1% is carbon dioxide, water, vapor and other gases, it says. Carbon dioxide is only 0.04%. So that's only a tiny little bit. When you breathe out, the air you breathe out contains 4% carbon dioxide. So that means that you also take up only 4% oxygen. So you can use your breath approximately 5 times. That's why people who are having hyperventilation, they have to breathe in such a bag. Because you can take 5 breaths out of 1. I don't want to restart. Thank you. Try tonight. Bye bye. Okay, so that's the composition of air. The most abundant gas, about 78%, is, oh come on, get away. The most abundant gas is nitrogen. Nitrogen is there for 78%. Nitrogen is inert to our body. It means it doesn't react with anything. Okay, that's it for here. I would like to show you this little animation that I found. It's called Oxygen, and it's about the way oxygen behaves in comparison to other atoms.
Today, students, we're going to learn about oxygen. Element number 8, atomic mass 16, and an ambitious young student in elementary school. It's time for recess. Let's observe as oxygen tries to make friends on the playground. Here's helium, all alone on the carousel.
I see it stutters. That's too bad. I put the link of it in the description so you can watch it. It's a very funny animation. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.